Welcome to the channel Physics, Chemistry, Maths Simplified. With the Class 10 board exams starting in just about 1.5 months, all the Class 10 students have finally decided to start studying seriously. The entire year gone by was spent in lockdown with almost all the classes held online. And do you know what happens when the teacher cannot see what you are doing during teaching? Well, you know how you suddenly feel hungry or thirsty, and you leave your online class to grab something to eat or go grab a glass of water. So, we all know that the online classes were not taken seriously by many. And now, with the board exam dates are out, a whole lot of students are panicking and are overwhelmed. In this video, we shall see how to overcome this panic or fear about the board exam and how to study efficiently so that we can still get good marks in the exams. If you plan a good strategy to study and revise for the examination, you can very effectively score good marks. Let us see how we should start to plan our work. Number one, ask yourself which subjects I like to study. Now, I know that some will say I don't like to study anything, but then you don't want to be sad on the day of the result, right? So, somewhere you have to be reasonable. So, do think of the subjects you kind of like studying, which are not very challenging for you, and list them. 2. Now, make a list of all the subjects you don't like to study too. 3. After this, make a study timetable for yourself for each day of the week. In this timetable, make sure that you make time slot of either half an hour and 5 minutes break or 1 hour slots and a 10 minutes break. Okay? It is very important to take short breaks at regular interval. That way your brain remains fresh. There is clarity of thought, mind doesn't get saturated, and productivity increases. Studies show that studying at night because of sleeplessness causes reduced memory, delayed decision making, reduced reflexes, and in general makes you tired easily. So, we really have to be smart here. It is extremely important to space the subjects you don't like with the subjects you like. You shouldn't plan only the subjects that you like on a particular day and the boring subjects on the other day. Or else you will end up thinking that you know everything on one day and you will become overconfident. And the other day you will think that you don't know anything and you will get demoralized. So, striking the balance between the likable subjects and boring subjects is very important, right? For the boards, we have to study 10 subjects. And of those 10 subjects, let us say you don't like 4 and you are okay with 6 subjects. So, in a day, make a timetable with 3 likable subjects with 2 boring subjects. Then it will look like to one, then boring one, then liked two, then boring two, then liked three, etc. for day one. And for the next day, it can be like liked subject 4 with boring 3, then liked subject 5, then boring subject number 4, and then liked subject number 6. Got that? 5. Make sure to use time proportionately. Make time for boring or challenging subjects and less time for easier or likable subjects. Makes sense, right? Also, by giving more time to the difficult or boring subjects, you will study them in detail and more chances of you getting good marks in the exams, right? 6. Assign the difficult subject to be studied at the beginning of the day. When you are fresh in mind, then you will be able to tackle the difficult concept more effectively than at the end of the day. Also, psychologically, it helps you as you try and finish as much work in the difficult subject because you will be looking forward to the easy or likable subjects which follow. So, keep yourself motivated by difficult and then easy subjects, and then difficult and then easy subjects. Got that? 7. Choose a subject which involves written work after a subject which involves learning and reading work. For example, after studying for history, which is mostly learning work, you could take maths questions to solve. If both history and maths are dry and boring for you, then instead of maths, you could decide to go for language skills or geography topo sheets or even computers. But avoid studying two boring subjects one after the other or two easy subjects in continuation. This way, your mind will not get exhausted and you will be able to focus on your studies effectively, and even in 1.5 months you will be able to study good amount of work in order to score good marks. 8. Keep a goal in front of you for each time slot. Like you could say that in next 30 minutes I want to solve 10 quadratic equations, 3 from each exercise. Goal setting challenges your brain to be more alert and more productive. It also helps in focusing better in your task as the goal is well defined. Aimlessness wastes time and destroys productivity. 9. After you learn something, explain it to yourself as though you are your own teacher. This reinforces your learning and helps in memorizing. This definitely helps in scoring good marks in the exams. 10. Make sure that you solve as many prelim question papers as you can get your hands on. This will make you aware of the types of questions asked and also prepare your mind for a large number of questions. 11. Avoid distractions. Avoid noisy music which actually disorients you while you are studying. Also, keep social media away. Lock up your mobile in the next room so that it's difficult to access it. 12. Discipline yourself to stick to your timetable and your daily goals to achieve per subject. How well you plan your studying schedule and how well you execute it depends on your hunger for success. Your determination will decide whether you will get 90% or more than 90% marks in the exams. 13. Remember that part of growing up is to be able to do things which you don't like too. Growing up means that you understand your responsibility and your duty as a student. Working on only the subjects that you like will not challenge your intellect and your growth as an individual. The testing times, like an exam, is for you to explore your God given potential. Years from now, you will realize that the subjects that you found boring but you studied them anyway have made your mind sharper, have made you take wise decisions, have made you tough, and also helped you to become empathetic towards others. This later it helps in making you into a leader and not a follower. This builds team building skills in you. So go ahead, plan your work, plan your future. All the best. Thank you for watching this video till the end. Do like, comment, share, and subscribe to my channel. God bless.